working with some distance because it's imaginable, like the things that are different, forwarding it to point into the reactions that are most lived. As I find attention, because I want that to be described to communicate the realizations that I'm mostly living through, but then finding that distinction to come and be part of what I can enjoy, mostly because I notice that it has a quiet moment within me, something that's much more forgiving, because that's the way things are these days. You want to find a place to be okay, and even more than okay, to feel great in your endeavors. So as I simply do cascade my own thoughts over the actions that I take when I decide the things that are of pointed expression to me, it's because I'm seeing it for what it is. The imaginable, the wandering, the thought loops, the discussions, the points of making something and being there to uncover it, because it flows, it has the moment in its own way, and it can be found that way, thoughtfully and reactingly to it. It's just finding the visage just much more deep, to tell yourself and the way you're acting that you like it, that you want it that way, and therefore it has been of attention to you. Make sure that it is just that. And I would always like it to be in a space, in an action that makes it more me, more flowing within the things that I believe are to be quite good, to see that are to be quite good, and noticing then that I'm not joining it in time, because I see that there is a plentifulness to it. It's the imagination of the things that can get the characterizations often pointed to that makes this point just much more expressive for me to live with, to get this instant attention to the things that are in my mind much more uncovered by defining it that way, by giving it that intention as I want things to be, like I'm nurturing it and have the same adherence to it, because that's boundless to me, that's the point to me, that's the way I would form these things beyond the way that I saw them before. Like I'm showing myself that it has a reaction to idea. The identity of it is just made to be believed, in a sense that thoughts and the way they comprehend themselves are to communicate the way that I'm feeling. And I see to it then that the world can be entertained by just that. So that is continually being expressed. So more than these other things and the way they are. So more than these machinations that are not really beyond the initial space. For then going and pointing to these things as they are and making them come together like you're wandering about, and that's a mission for you, to entertain that. And besides that, you can find that there are some things that are more liked, some things that are involved and specifies interest as much as things can be, without any quiet judgment of it or quiet entertainment of the things that are just much more, by focusing and visualizing that there is an interest, a way to similarly come to understand the quietness of the ideas that are here in identity, where it's welcome, where there's a notion to get it and point to it, that understanding is just much more here, freeing, likened by the expressions that are dealt, and that way seen to uncover, seen to make sure that the assuredness of it is just part of the action to take, liked and shown, most often or mostly seen. By that, there is an idea to get it together, to comprehend it and make it into the natural expression that you are looking for. Returning from that and sensing it, because that has to be meaningful, because it has to be of something here and not far away.